Bismillah. Okay, let us continue from where we left. We are now to start on section 2 of 2018 Mathematics paper 1. So here we have question number 18. The question reads, two vertices of a triangle ABC are A 3, 6 and B 7, 12. Part A, find the equation of line AB. Find the equation of line AB. So for part A, for you to have an equation of a straight line, you need to calculate the gradient of the line, the gradient or the slope of the line. So this is how we are going to go about it. We are given 2 points and the points are A and B. So since we are given 2 points A, B, come here and say, let this one be point A, whose coordinates are given as 3, 6. And I also have another point here, I call it point B. The coordinates are given as 7, 12. So the equation of line AB, we need to have the gradient. And the gradient is given by change in y over change in x coordinate. So we are going to talk of 12 minus 6. That is change in y. Over change in x, we are going to have 7 minus 3. So 12 minus 6 is 6, and 7 minus 3 is 4. So the gradient will be 6 over 4. If we simplify 6 over 4, we are going to end up with 3 over 2. This is the gradient. So what is remaining is to have the equation. So for you to have the equation of a line, you are going to use the gradient, which is usually represented by letter M in equations of straight line, 3 over 2. You also need to have a point. So we are going to decide to use either point A or point B. In this case, let us just use point A, 3, 6. So this 3 is along the x-axis and the 6 along the y-axis. So the equation of a line is always written in the form y equal to mx plus c. So the m value is the gradient. Along the y-axis, we are going to substitute with 6, and along the x-axis, we are going to substitute with 3 for us to get the constant c. So come here and say the y value will be 6 equals to m is the gradient, and our gradient here is 3 over 2. We open bracket, we introduce x, which is 3, and then plus c. We are looking for what c is. And at this point, 3 over 2 times 3 will be 9 over 2. So this is 6 is equals to 9 over 2 plus c. So we take this 9 over 2 to this side, this becomes 6 minus 9 over 2 is always equal to c. So the value of c here will be, if we take 6 minus 9 over 2, we are going to have positive 3 over 2. Therefore, the equation becomes y equal to mx plus c. We know what m is and c is, so y will be equivalent to m is 3 over 2, so it will be 3 over 2x plus our c is also 3 over 2. So this is the equation of line AB. Part B of the question, find the equation of the perpendicular bisector of line AB. Perpendicular bisector. So the term here is perpendicular bisector. Perpendicular bisector. So we'll come here and say for the perpendicular bisector, this is what you are going to have. For the perpendicular bisector, you need to appreciate that if we have line AB, so this point here is point A, and this point here is point B. The coordinates are 3, 6. We also have 7, 12. So for the perpendicular bisector, it is just a line which is perpendicular to the given line and bisect line AB. For the perpendicular bisector, so it is bisecting this line. So at this point, here is the center. So we are going to look for this particular coordinate here. And we said it is x1 plus x2 over 2, y1 plus y2 over 2. So the x1 is 3, the x2 is 7. we divide this one by 2, comma, and then 6 plus 12, we also divide this one by 2 along the y-axis. So 3 plus 7 is 10, 10 over 2 is 5, comma, 6 plus 12 is 18, 18 over 2 is 9. So we are going to use this point here, 5, comma, 9, as our point of reference. So after having 5 and 9, we need to get the gradient of the perpendicular bisect. We have the gradient AB. So AB will be M1. The gradient of AB will be M1, which is 3 over 2. So for M2, or for that of the perpendicular bisector, we know very well that the gradients of perpendicular lines are such that their product is equal to -1. So if M1 is 3 over 2, then automatic M2 will be the negative reciprocal of this one, which will be -2 over 3. Remember, the product of these ones is equivalent to -1. So at this point, we are going to say, since the gradient is -2 over 3 and the point of interest here is 5, 9, the equation has to be in the form y equal to mx plus c, if not provided. So the value of y is 9. We substitute here with 9 is equivalent to m is the gradient, which is -2 over 3, and then x is the 5, and then we add c, like that. We are going to add c. So at this point, -2 over 3 times 5, we are going to have -10 over 3. So -10 over 3 plus c is equivalent to 9. What do? We take this -10 over 3 to this side. This will be 9 plus 10 over 3 is equals to c. So 9 plus 10 over 3 becomes 12 and a third, or 37 over 3. So the value of c becomes 12 and a third, or you can just talk of 37 over 3. So at that point, we can say the equation will be y equal to mx plus c. M is the gradient, so we're going to have y equal to m, the gradient being -2 over 3x, and then our c is 37 all over 3. So that becomes the equation of the perpendicular bisector. Lastly, we have part C of the question. So for part C, they're saying, given that AC is perpendicular to AB, given that AC is perpendicular to AB, and the equation of line BC is y equals to -5x plus 47. We are to find for the coordinates of C. So this is what we are going to have. Just a sketch here, a sketch of the triangle. So this one is A, we have B, and we have C. 90 degrees here. AC is perpendicular to AB. So the equation of line BC is given as y equals to -5x plus 47. So here we need to appreciate that AB, the gradient of AB, it was 3 over 2. We've obtained it up here. 3 over 2. We write it here. 3 over 2. This one is the gradient. The gradient of line AC automatic will be -2 over 3. Why? Because these two lines are perpendicular to each other, and they are in such a way that the product of their gradient should be equivalent to -1. So we have a point A, which is 3,6. We are going to use this point A36 with this gradient -2 over 3 to come up with the equation of AC. After having the equation of AC, we are using the equation of AC together with the equation of BC to calculate the coordinate of point C. Remember, this is the point at which these two lines, AC and BC, are intersecting. So let us get the equation of line AC. So for the equation, the point is this one and the gradient is this one. So y equals to mx plus c. We know m is the gradient. So the y point is 6 equals to, our m is the gradient, which is -2 over 3. And our x is 3. Again, we plus c like this. So by 3 by 3, we are going to end up with 6 is equals to -2 plus c. So the value of c becomes 6. We take this negative to this side to be 6 plus 2, which will be equivalent to 8. So if c is 8, this tells us that the equation will be y equal to mx plus c. So we're going to have y equal to, our m is the gradient, negative 2 over 3x and then plus c, which is 8. This one is now the equation of line AC. Remember, line AC and BC are intersecting at point C. So the equation of BC has been given as y equal to negative 5x plus 47. This one is the equation of BC. So we're going to use these two lines to come up with the coordinate C. So we are going to equate this one with this one here, that negative 2 over 3x plus 8 is equivalent to negative 5x plus 47. That is the equation of line AC is equivalent to the equation of line BC. So negative 2 over 3x plus 8 being equivalent to negative 5x plus 47. So at this point, we are going to collect the like terms. And for the like terms, we take this negative 5x to this side. This will be negative 2 over 3x and then plus 5x. We are going to take the positive 8 to that side. This becomes 47 minus 8. 47 minus 8. So at this point, we are going to have negative 2 over 3x plus 5x. If we have negative 2 over 3x plus 5x, we look for the LCM here. So negative 2 over 3x plus 5x, this is 5 over 1x. It is always equal to, so if we take 47 minus 8, we are going to end up with 39. 47 minus 8 is 39. So the LCM of 3 and 1 is 3. We write it here. So 3 divided by 3 is 1. We're going to have negative 2x plus 3 divided by 1 is 3 times 5. This is 15x. Is always equal to 39. So negative 2x plus 15x, we are going to end up with negative. We are going to end up with positive 13x. So 13x over 3 is equals to 39. So we multiply by 3 over 13. We also multiply this side by 3 over 13. So the value of x here becomes by 13 1 by 13 3. 3 times 3 is 9. So our x becomes 9. So if x is 9, we can get the value of y. We can use this equation here, that the value of y is always equal to negative 5x plus 47. So our x is 9. So the value of y becomes negative 5 times 9 plus 47. So negative 5 times 9 is negative 45. So we have negative 45 here and then plus 47, which will give us positive 2. So the coordinate C is equals to x, which is 9, y, which is 2. So the coordinate C becomes 9, 2.